Walking by myself.
Aditenika Lui Andingwi introducanga. It's our motivational speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to introduce our motivational speaker, author of the set works, and we are going to hear about them. She's currently residing in Mpumalanga, Hazyview. However, she was born in Soweto and then moved to Limpopo. After that, she moved to Mpumalanga, Hazyview, where she is now. Her background is as follows. She has got education, lecturing, business management, project management background, and in addition to that, she has worked in National School Nutrition Program for the Department of Education. However, she is a proud former teacher or a lecturer. She is a publisher, author. She wrote 22 books concerning gender-based violence. The first set books are for girls and women. The second sets are for boys and men. Both sets of her books that she authored discuss the action needed to prevent and stop gender-based violence before it happens. Furthermore, they encourage the victims who are already suffering or have suffered how to move out of a situation. Who is this motivational speaker? Secondly, she is a motivational speaker. Yes, of course, her background did inspire her because she worked with schools. She was disturbed with the child exploitation that was happening in schools. Young girls were having affairs with adult males in the name of blesser, blessee, and even young boys, and are having affairs with adult women. It is called sugar mama, toy boy relationship. Blesser or blessee, it is a relationship whereby the young girl, boy, sells sex in return for money and gifts. The problem is when the teenager or young lady wants to terminate the relationship. The so-called blesser could pay revenge, and some have even killed the victim, demolished their houses, burned down their cars, demanded their money back, and destroyed all gifts bought for the victim. Therefore, today, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Bella Lubisi wants the students to rewrite their lifestyle and to have a good self-actualization. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the stage Ms. Bella Lubisi. Shall we clap hands as we ascend the stage?
All right. Thank you very much, Program Director. All protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Bella Lubisi, the motivational speaker. When I look at you, and when I was invited, I prepared that I'm going to address the matric learners. But when I look at you, I see the beauty, I see the success, everything changes. I see people that will be holding the degrees, people that will boost the economy of our country because you are going to be equipped in the university. So thank you very much. It's quite an honor to address people like you. But before we reach the tertiary level, I have two topics that I want us to discuss. Self-actualization. Ladies and gentlemen, now you're going to write the exam next week. I want to give you tips that you need to take along before you write the exam. The first one is same old, same old. It's not the time to start the new notes now. The notes that you already have, stick to it. You are the one who know yourself. Which category do you belong? We have many categories of learners. We have visual learners, learners that learn by seeing. If they see something, if you talk about the television, they have to see that television, then it will stick to their head. Are you a vision learner? We have the audio learners, learners that learn by listening. Are you able to remember the work that was taught or what you have read if you have listened to it? Stick to that. Record yourself on the cell phone. Read the chapter on your book and then you record yourself. You listen to yourself. Then you will remember that. Secondly, get up early and get going. Make sure that in the morning you prepare yourself to study. It's not the time to go and buy groceries or visit friends. We are only left with a week before exam. Prepare your mind for the coming exam. Another thing, ask those around you to help you. Talk to your family members. Tell them, I'm not going to be able to do these household chores. Could you please assist me because I'm preparing for examination? And you stick to it. And turn off the technology. All these devices, forget about them. Because you will be looking on Facebook and you see your artist that you wanted to dance for, that he has passed away. Will you be able to concentrate on your examination? So switch off the technologies and focus on your life. Remember, these are the tips to prepare yourself for this coming examination. Now, when we go to the university, what are the do's and don'ts? I'm going to use the model that was used by the psychologist called Abraham Manslow in 1943. He used the method. He said a human being must satisfy the needs. These needs are 6 of them. The first one is physiological need, meaning when you go to the university, you need to have basic needs. What are these? The shelter, the food, and the clothing. Make sure that when you go to the university, I'm talking about university, I'm not talking about college or something else, because when I look at you, I saw success. I saw learners that are going to obtain bachelor's degree. I saw people that are not introvert. You were talking. That's what I loved about you, Gezingcondo learners. So I see the learners that are going to obtain the bachelor's degrees. Be the first in the history of Gezingcondo to obtain 100% all bachelor's degrees. When you go to the university, look for the accommodation in the rest. What is needed is the bed, the chair, and the table. Food will be in the dining hall. You don't have to worry about that. Can you see that the basic need has been fulfilled? The food will be in the dining hall, and the clothes. You know your background. You know how much your parents will afford. You know how many dresses your parents, your family will afford. Don't change your lifestyle when you arrive in the university and you want to have these top of the range jeans, these labels. That it's not important. What is important is the basic needs. If you have clothes to go to the classroom, that's it. If you have food in the dining hall, that's it. If you have accommodation in the residential, that's it. So if the basic needs have been fulfilled, then you will be able to move to the next stage, that is safety. If you did not look for the accommodation at the residential, and you look for the accommodation somewhere, you will be worried. What about my clothes? Will they steal them? What's going to happen? You will never be safe. Therefore, your mind will be disturbed. So what must you do? You must be safe. Make sure that you lock your room. Make sure that you take care of your textbooks and everything. You must be safe. And you need to communicate with people around you when you go somewhere. If maybe you meet a friend and then you go to town, make sure that you take a picture of that person. And then you send it to your family, that I'm going with so-and-so, so that we can know your whereabouts. After being safe, you will be able to belong. All of us, we belong somewhere. You have a family in Goromane, isn't it? Keep in touch, phone them. Many learners, when they are at tertiary, they change their lifestyle. They even change the language. Speak that Swati, don't change it to Zulu. Speak that Swati, don't change yourself and speak English only. You belong to Goromane family. Keep in touch, phone them. And then you will be having friends at the tertiary. What are the tips when you go to tertiary? I have indicated that I was disturbed by this blessee. I'm referring to young girls that are exploited by adult males in the name of blesser and blessee. These adult males, they give gifts and money to young girls. And the old women, they give money to young boys. And they exchange their body for sex. That is not life. When you go to tertiary, take pride of yourself. Love yourself, Zithande. Be proud that the money that you have paid the university fee comes from your parents, comes from the bursary, comes from the loan, not someone else. Are you aware that compromising your body, you can acquire sexual transmitted disease? Are you aware that you can get that qualification and we bury you? What is it that is important? To be identified in the mortuary or to come back home holding a degree? Zithande, love yourself. You are not going there to change the lifestyle. You are not going there to engage yourself in the blesser-blessee relationship. You are not going there to sell your body to adult males or adult females. That is not life. The fifth stage that Manslow mentioned is self-actualization. What is your name? The name that you are going to acquire will be attached to the degree. When the lady was introduced, they said it is Banda, the educator. Did you see that? Who are you? You are living now as a grade 12 student. What is your name? We want to know you. We want to know you. You are Jabu, the economist. You are Ntombizodwa, the doctor. Who are you? Don't go there and come back as a dropout. We want to see success in you. Self-actualize yourself. You will achieve that if you tell yourself, I am a winner. I saw winners, and I will be coming next time to your graduation parties. You are 92, and I want all learners in Gezingcondo to have the bachelors, all 92. I'm not expecting 85, 92, all bachelors. And you will definitely get that. And the last stage that Manslow mentioned is sexuality. Many ladies, many gentlemen, they think life is all about the outfit. If you have this expensive hair, beautiful clothes, then you are somebody. Let me tell you, your worth is important. Don't go there and change your lifestyle and lie to people that I can afford, and you force your parents to have that expensive flat, because that expensive flat will tempt you to have friends who must come and see what you are having, and tomorrow they will come and steal from you. What are the expectations when you go to tertiary? I repeat, self-actualize. Remember, who are you? What qualification are you bringing in Goromane? We want to identify you, Jabu, the psychologist, Sbongile, the dentist. We don't want to identify you as Nomasonto, the dropout. We don't want to identify you as Njabulo, the one who was selling nyaupe. We are expecting good in you, and definitely we will win. I would like you to repeat after me. I am a winner. I'll come back with the qualification. And I want you to shout the qualification that you are going to obtain. If you want to be a doctor, say it loud. I am going, and then you say that. I am going to achieve. No, I can't hear you. Say the qualification. I am going to be. Thank you so much. I am Bella Lubisi, the motivational speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It's a pity that our DJs, you don't stop until we say stop. I was expecting the music to play until she sit down. Now, yeah. Now we have changed. Mr. Mkwena is rushing to somewhere. I will take over from there. I'm sure labantu ndlebe basicwele labantu ndlebe bavile. I'm sure whatever message that you got from Bella, you will take it from there. She won't be there when you are trying to implement what she gave.
Hi, my name is Goromane. I'm a grade 12 learner here at Gezingcondo Secondary School. My wish is to pass matric and go to a university and get a diploma in nursing. I want to help people who get sick and help them on getting better. I'd like to thank Mrs. Bella for motivating us on trying to do better on our studies.
By the way, I'm Trevor Bumkwena. studying at Gezingcondo, grade 12 learner of 2021. My goal is to be a law, and then I go to the varsity and study law and achieve a master's degree. Therefore, all I can say is that I thank Mr. Bella's message about motivation, and I promise that we are going to make it at the end of the year and become something in life. All I can say is that I appreciate what Mr. Bella said. Thank you.
By the way, I'm Nelson Sibia, a learner of Gezingcondo. I'm a grade 12 learner. I'm doing physics and science, maths and science. Shokutse kuzivakashele Mrs. Bella ifunction namuhla. Usiconvincile ngetinto letiningi. Mara longo bambile ukuthi we must not give up in life. That's all.
My name is Tertiary. I am a learner at Gezingcondo. I am a grade 12 learner. I'm doing physics and maths, and we had a visitor today. It is our farewell day. We had a visitor called Mrs. Bella, and she convinced us. She told us not to give up in life. She told us that life goes on. Whenever you push, life goes on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome to our talk show. I am Bella Lubisi, the motivational speaker. We are currently at Gezingqondo High School. It is situated near Hazyview in Mpumalanga. With me, I'm having my guests. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Kwena, a grade 12 learner of Gezingcondo Secondary School.
Hi, I'm Nelson Sibia, a grade 12 learner of Gezingcondo.
Hi, I'm Goromane, a grade 12 learner here at Gezingcondo Secondary School.
Hello, my name is Tertiary. I am a candidate at Gezingcondo Secondary School.
Wow, thank you very much for that beautiful introduction. Our topic today is how to balance your personal life with your tertiary life. As now you are doing grade 12, we wish you the best in 2022 to go to the university, but there are challenges that you need to face. So our topic today will be looking at how to balance your own personal life with the tertiary life, because many people think university life it's easy. You need to have the schedule and the plan in order for you to be successful, because the aim, we want you to be successful. We don't want you to be dropouts. So I would like to invite my guests to ask me the question. Luvo,
Yes.
what is your question?
My question is how to make good friends at the university.
Wow, that is the beautiful question. Okay, if you are in university, you need to look for friends that loves studies.
Yes.
Avoid friends that loves partying.
Yes.
Avoid friends that have a bad lifestyle. We are talking about blesser-blessee relationship or sugar mama toy boy relationship. That's where young girls or boys, they sell their bodies to adults in exchange of money and sex. So how will you know that these are the types of friends to make? Use the 80-20 method, which means your listening when you are with them must be 80%, but the talking must be 20%. So you'll be able to know that, oh, these are the friends that I can stick to. And then you must be able to say no if you don't want anything.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Then the second one will be Nelson. What question would you like to ask me?
So, ma'am, how to look after yourself?
All right. It's important, Nelson, to take care of other people and other things, but you must prioritize yourself. So you must know when to have a break. Isn't that you'll be studying?
Yes.
And you will be stressed. So you need to make a plan that I'm going to do these assignments, these activities, classes. Do you like exercises?
Yes, yes.
Yes. And then this time will be for exercise, and you know when to have a break. So sometimes when you have a break, you can take a walk. And again, you know, junk food and takeaways are nice. I
Yes,
hope
yes, yes.
you love it. But
No.
make sure that you eat healthy. And you need to communicate with your family time and again. So it makes you to relax. All right, thank you.
ma'am.
Okay, Maki, what question would you like to ask me?
Ma'am, so how to deal with tertiary stresses?
Oh, yes. At tertiary, there will be a lot of stress. So you must know what is it in your plate. And you must, and then you remove what is not wanted. What do I mean by that? You'll be having activities that you need to focus. That is your studies. You must have time for friends. You must have time for yourself, but you must know the limits. That if maybe somebody says, I want to visit you, then you will say, no, I don't have that time. But sometimes you find that you have that schedule, but you are struggling. So you need to contact your lecturers and tell them that I'm struggling with my studies. Please help me. And secondly, there are psychologists that can help you to identify what problems do you have and give you counseling. And you must also talk to people that you trust, like your family or the trustworthy friend. How will you know that this is a trustworthy friend? A trustworthy friend, it's always punctual. They don't talk about other people during your presence, then you will know that they won't talk about me when I'm not around. So you need to share your problems with other people. Don't keep it to yourself.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Then we have the last candidate who would like to ask the question. Ntethelelo, what is your question?
How to plan a schedule at college or university?
Oh, okay. So when you go to the university, they are going to give you the work that this is expected from you per semester or the whole year. So you need to break it down. For example, you can indicate that these are the list of activities. I'm going to do them on these dates, and the success indicator that I've done these activities will be this. For example, you can have a schedule. When are you going to study? When are you going to write the assignments? And then you stick to it. After that, you need to prioritize what comes first. For example, you can't put the first module on the last date. You need to put it first, okay? And you need to give ample time for each and every activity, which means you can't relax and say, I'm going to study on the last hour. You can't multitask when you are in university. You need to plan assignment 1, assignment 2, test 1, test 2. And if you are sharing accommodation, you need to communicate with your roommates that on this date I'll be writing exam. Please, no noise, no radio, so that they know. Otherwise, they are going to disturb you. And you stick to it. Don't tell them no noise and you make noise. And when you set these activities, you need to reward yourself. For example, you said, I'm not going to make a cup of tea or I'm not going to have chocolate before I finish this assignment. So once you are done, you can have a chocolate for yourself or that reward that you have set for yourself. Thank you very much for asking these questions. Remember, our topic was how to handle tertiary life, how to balance your own personal life with the tertiary life. The emphasis is you need to have a schedule and you need to deal with stress, you need to choose correct friends, and you need to love yourself and prioritize yourself. Thank you so much for participating in this talk show. I am Bella Lubisi, the motivational speaker. Thank you.